Mike Hernandez here. Today we're going to be installing the Easy Knees crank shorteners and pedal swings.
The crank shortener and pedal swing is great for people with limited mobility but who still want to ride. It works great on a trike but also works on upright bikes. Here's how it works. The non-drive side crank just has the pedal attached. The drive side crank has the crank shortener and pedal swing attached, along with the pedal in the shortest position on the crank shortener and on the pedal swing. While my left leg bends and extends to the length of the crank on the non-drive side, my right leg bends a fraction of that because of the Easy Knees hardware installed on the drive side. I can then move the pedal to more extended positions as I see fit to how much I can bend my knee. We'll go more into that later in the video.
For this project, you'll need a 3mm Allen wrench, a 4mm Allen wrench, an 8mm Allen wrench, an 8mm box end wrench, and you might also need a pedal wrench. For this first step, we'll use the 8mm Allen wrench to remove our pedals. We're going to install the left side first. When you get your crank shortener, it's good to loosen up your push brackets on both sides to their maximum extension before installing. After greasing the bolt, install the crank shortener onto the crank and leave it loose so we can adjust the push brackets. On the back of your crank shortener are these spacers that allow you to attach your crank shortener for a highly tapered crankset, which we have here. Your crank may not need them, and so these can be removed if you don't want to have them on there. Now with your 4mm Allen key, you can tighten down your side anchors evenly until they look something like that. And with your 3mm Allen key, you can tighten down the side anchor mounting bolts. And with your 8mm Allen wrench, you can tighten down the crank shortener mounting bolt the rest of the way. Installation of the right hand crank shortener is mostly the same. The big exception is that the mounting hardware for the side anchors uses an 8mm box end wrench. With your freshly installed crank shortener, you now have 4 different crank length options: 25, 45, 65, and 85. This is a 165mm crank set, so that changes the crank length from 165 to 140, 120, 100, and 80. Now reinstall your pedals at your desired crank length. Something to consider: if your pedals don't have wrench flats, like the ones I'm installing here, then you'll need to install the pedals before installing the crank shortener. I found this out the hard way. Now we'll install the pedal swing, and all you need for this is an 8mm Allen wrench. The pedal swing comes with this very important spacer, so don't forget to put that on before installing. The easy part is installing the pedal swing. The hard part is finding out which position is going to work best for you. Each threaded hole in the pedal swing represents a different range of motion. When installing the pedal swing, you don't want to go past the crank shortener mounting bolt when reattaching your pedal. When installing the pedal swing to the shortest length on the crank shortener, you have 3 different options to choose from to limit your range of motion. 1, 2, 3. The one closest to the bearing being the smallest range of motion. Mounting it to the second hole on the crank shortener gives you 2 positions, 1 and 2. And finally, mounting it to the third position on your crank shortener gives you 1 position. Now reinstall your pedals. No need to worry about wrench flats here, because the pedal swing, well, it swings. Now take it out for a test ride. Enjoy your new crank shortener and pedal swing.
TerraCycle.